I wanted to jump on him then, and thought about it last night, wanted to jump on him all over again. For the simple reason that his mind was so narrow, and I'm talking about Lee Evans, his mind was so narrow to the point where he felt that Jesse Owens was wrong for the vision and attitude that he had. He couldn't see that Jesse Owens was trying to get to the same point that we were trying to get to. Jesse Owens was old school, we were new kids on the block. Jesse felt like if I walk with you long enough and talk with you long enough, we'll come together. You would have some understanding about what my plight is. The same thing they told Jesse, give us time, things to change. Well, when we came about in '68, they was trying to tell us the same story. We said the time has run out. So they went and they got Jesse. They brought Jesse in because they felt like they needed someone to come in and communicate with us, and who else better than someone as a 4 gold medal winner. So they got Jesse and brought Jesse in. But Jesse didn't fully understand until later in life when I met Jesse at the Rose Bowl one morning. I get there at 4 o'clock in the morning, maybe 3:30 or so. It's cold, it's damp, it's misty and raining. And I look at Jesse when I walk in there, and he turns around and snot running down his nose. And I looked at him, I said, Jesse, did he get you a blanket, a coffee, anything? And he said, John, I've been asking. Well, quite naturally, I turn around, turn up the volume. Get him a blanket, get it quick. So when we continued talking, Jesse, I looked at him, he had tears in his eyes. And he started talking about, he felt like he made a mistake because they used him. I said, well, Jesse, no doubt they use you. They try to use everyone they can to, promote their will. I said, but you didn't make any mistake, man. That was the error that you were in. I understand where you were trying to go and what you were trying to do. See, a lot of guys don't realize back in 1936 and beyond, if you do something, you might make a statement. And everybody's not committed to dying like we. But make a statement. 2 minutes after you make this statement, you might be dead right there on this floor. So you couldn't be as free back in that time to say and feel the way you felt as you can back in 1968. Lee Evans didn't understand that. Relative to the movie about Jesse Owens, no, they didn't tell the whole truth about Jesse no more than they did about 42 with Jackie Robinson. They didn't talk about Jesse or Jackie being activists in terms of dealing with the issue. They wiped that out. And then they have a new documentary out now that I'm a part of. We're trying to find finances so we can take it to every black, or brown, or white university, or high school throughout the nation. It's called a Renaissance of the 36 Olympics. And we let the world know that it wasn't Jesse Owens that was in the 36 Olympics that glorified America with all the victories. We had 9 other black athletes that was in those games that won gold medals. It was, I think, 16 gold medals won. Black athletes won 9 of them. Okay? But all you heard was Jesse Owens. You hear the great Ralph Metcalf, congressman out of Chicago, Harrison Dillon. Then we had John Woodruff. And all of these individuals won these gold medals, but greater than that, they came back and they were very successful businessmen. They don't want our kids to know this, but it's important that they know not only did we do well in the field, but we did well for the business sector despite all the hurdles that was thrown in front of us. So we're trying to reveal these things. Jesse Owens, a lot of people didn't know that Jesse Owens, I'm going to give you a parallel. Jesse Owens came home from the game. He came home because he had just gotten married. He and Rachel, they was in love. He went there, he was broke. He defied Hitler, had Hitler rocking in the chair. He won 4 gold medals. So this guy, Avery Bryant, is the same guy that took Jim Thorpe's medals away and records away and so forth, told Jesse, he said, listen, Jesse, we're going to go through Europe, but we want you to go through Europe with us because they're going to make some money. But Jesse said, man, I'm tired. Man, I miss my wife. I need to get home. Avery Bryant looked at himself, if you go home, you'll never run in America again. But Jesse Owens said, well, I'm going home. He did run in America again. He just never ran track in America again. When he came home, the only way that he could feed his family was to run against racehorses. Now here we are, 1936 this happened, and in 1968 we had Jimmy Hines win the gold medal, the same gold medal that Jesse Owens won, and he had to run against the same damn horse to feed his family. So until, like I stated, until we start to raise the volume and start to speak out on these issues, it's repetition. We just chasing our tail, going around and around. I would hope when they talk about doing my movement, and I always try to be provocative when I speak. So when they go to cutting things out, they need to cut all of it. And when the movie said done, it's going to still leave a positive impression on people. And when I say people, I mean all people. People think that, I'm black because I'm black, I'm talking about black people. I'm talking about all people. I don't care what your ethnic background is. I'm more concerned about what your heart and your spirit is. Because that's the thing that rules the planet, the universe.